bad villainous bunch. The bad villainous bunch. The bad villainous bunch. They cause trouble. There they go. There they go. The bad villainous bunch. The bad villainous bunch. The bad villainous bunch. They're mad and bad and dangerous. Bad villainous bunch.
Welcome to the Bad Villainous Bunch Show. And guys, this year has been a great day for us. Well, except for the other things we suffered from the past. Yeah. But anyways, we had a lot of good times together. From meeting, from me being with Dr. Zoom in 1999, from becoming a leader of what you may call it, the Bad Villainous Bunch, through taking over the Funhouse, taking over the school, taking over Noggin for Kids TV City, and taking over the nightlife show. And now we have our very own show. And let me say this. Those were some good times. And you know what? Things are going to go so well. It just can't wait to see what will happen next. So, so some of you may ask, what will happen next? Well, that I don't know. But now the reason why I'm recapping those memories is because, well, and before you say something, no, we're not. This is not the this is not the final episode of the Bad Villainous Bunch. It's because we're we're looking back all of those memories. Some of them that has to be one of our favorites. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be recapping one of our bestest moments that we had together. There. From me meeting Katie for the first time and during the movie The Galaxy 5000, which you guys may have watched before. From from me meeting, and you're gonna see me how I met all of all of my friends, and you're going you're gonna know how I met all my friends, including Katie, Stephanie, Rena, Nefaria, Liz, and many more. Huh. It's probably gonna be the so stick around, everyone, because it's gonna be the most memorable episode that you will ever see in a lifetime. So let's see. I want to let's see. Now people may ask me, RJ, how did you meet Katie? Well, hmm, how would I met? Now, how did I met her is a very, 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 hmm, how would I say this? Well, let's see. It all started way back in 1999, from what I remembered. Let's see, or probably that wasn't what you expected it would happen. See, it will probably be like 1999. So when me and Dr. Zoom were trying to find a way to get to to cheat um in the race, Katie opened the door, and to my surprise, hmm, he's that that was the first time, and to my surprise, that's the first time I met her. So I guess you can say it was love at first sight. Now, some people may know. Now people already know cats and dogs don't get along, right? Well, not for me and Katie, because you know what? We get along just fine. So we made a deal. So we made Katie wants to help us. So we made a deal. If she can flirt with Jasper, this will make Felina upset. Which it worked. And we lure him, and Katie will have to lure him. Well, had to let Jasper follow her. Hmm. So that way we can trap him. And the only way to save him is to beat the race. Which he did. So unfortunately that plan somewhat failed when they tried to save him. When Chucky tried to save Jasper, and somehow Felina and him got back together. It didn't work. But overall, even though it didn't work, me and Katie, well, know that we're gonna have a good relationship. And that's what the future says to us. No kidding. So yeah, that's how I met Katie. And that's how I met Katie. The rest was history. Hey RJ, what are you doing? Oh, Stefan. I'm just, recapping thing those memories that we did for the past from the past, old days. Oh yeah. Hmm. Well, you know, RJ, this reminds me of a time. Okay, go on. Let me think. There was a time because there was a time that I met Liz, my sister. Unlike Stephanie, unlike Stephanie and Natalie and Sophia, who are more stupider. So let me think. It all started like this. Hmm. Let's see. I think it was way back in 2024. Yeah, it was. It was. It was way back in 2024 when I was walking down the street when I saw someone walking down as well. I try to see who it was. So I go up to them and I go up to her and say, hello. She said hello to me back. And I said, what's her name? And she responds with Liz. Liz Gavin. So we be, we became good siblings, or should I say troublemaking siblings, and caused some trouble both and I let Liz met the rest of you. Let's see. Yeah. And that's when, and just like that, Liz became a member of the Bad Villainous bunch. Did someone call my name? Oh, hey, Liz. Yes. Hey, hey, Stephanie. What's going on? We, oh, we are recapping those good memories that we had in the past. Oh yeah. Um. Interesting. Well, do you know? Remember there was. I think I have a memory. All right. Okay, Liz, go right ahead. Yeah, share with us. Well, I remember when I first got my. I remember the first time when I got my silver hammer. It was like this. Around the same year, just like Stefan says 2024, I was somehow minding my own business when I saw a silver hammer on the sidewalk. Feels like somebody had dropped it. But I didn't care. I I took it anyway. I was I was somehow I always wondered what to do with this because I know it was good for hammering things like nails and such. But I figure out something better. I use that silver hammer to bang someone on the head. And that's when my and that's what happens to my very personal silver hammer. It was the best, it was the greatest day ever. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, Liz. And I guess your silver hammer is now your friend. Of course it is. Call I call him see Harry. You name your silver hammer Harry? Does any item got a name? Well, does any item got a name? I guess so. You know what, Liz? I don't know what would I do without you. Me too, Stephane. I mean, what will you do without me? I mean, without you, I won't be the only person grounded. True. And if I didn't have you, I won't even have a brother. And then we won't be able to cause trouble together. That that's so true, Liz. That's really true. You know what, guys? You know what, Stephanie, Liz? You two make a good pair. Um, and by that I mean not loving, not because you guys are always loving each other, but you're always there for each other. Hmm. Yep. Very true. Hmm. Hey, Stephanie, what are you doing? Like, oh, hey, Michael. I'm recapping those memories. We're recapping those memories that we had in the past. Hmm. Oh, I see. Hmm. Like, hmm. Like the time. Hmm. Like the time I met Penelope. Let's see. There was a time that, you know what? There was a time that I first met Penelope. See, I don't know how. See, maybe it starts. It all started when hmm, I forgot how it went. Let's see. Wasn't when we were trying to kidnap Squarey? I believe. Let's see. I think it was when we were trying to get some help. Let's see. I think it was. So we're trying to get some more help, and that's actually no. I don't think that's not what happened. Well, then what happened? What happened when you first met Penelope? Let's see. What it started like. Let me see. Hmm. Hanging out in, hanging out outside, probably with Lou. When I saw some, when I saw some lady, when I saw, when I saw Penelope, when I saw her, um, you know, on the swings as well. Just, you know, feeling grumpy. Hmm. I asked him, I asked her what's her name. I decided to go to talk to her, and I said, "What's her name?" And she said Penelope, and I ask her why she's not. Why is what is wrong? And she says I want to become everybody's laughing at me because they think that I can't be too popular. I told her, you can be popular if you're with me. So, so we, so she came, so she came to, so that's, so that's where we became good friends and we were fine. We became a brother and sis, a brother and sister or something like that. But yes, it was like a sibling. Was it was like a sibling thing when you always care for each other. And that's and just like that, we became friends. I mean, well, no, we didn't. We became good siblings, or should we say, villainous siblings? Who called me? Oh, hey Penelope. Just recapping some, you know, some good memories that we had. Hmm. Well, since you put it that way, since you put it that way, bro. Hmm. Let me see. I remember the time when I first got my when I first got when I first rode my motorcycle. Some people said that I cannot not ride a motorcycle, but I found one, I found one laying on the side of the street. Turns out it was Shadow's motorcycle, but I took it. I tried so hard to, I tried to do some bass. Try to write it for the first time. At first I was scared, but I was determined. I gave it a try, and and before I and before anyone knows it, I finally rode I can finally ride a motorcycle. And it was great. And and I just hope someday soon that I would become the world's famous daredevil. And I bet you will, Penelope. I bet you will. So, RJ, what are you trying? Is there one thing that you want to recap? Hmm. Let's see. One thing I want to recap. Let's see. Probably the time that I that I made the group, the the Bad Villainous Bunch. The time that it was the time that the Bad Villainous Bunch was made. Let's see. It all started with me and Katie. Let's see, like back in 2008. when we were when we was when Katie says that when Katie came into my house and said that we had to regroup, you know. In other words, we need to make a new group. But without me and Dr. Zoom, without Dr. Zoom, it wouldn't have been the same. That's why Case decides that 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 we should make our new group. Something that, well, you know, without Dr. Zoom. And that was hmm. Then at first we met Vendetta. Well, no, it wasn't her. It was actually Nefaria that we met first. Then it was Vendetta that we met. So you see, as us as the Villainous bunch creates a supreme was a great supreme, because and that's where we try to name a group. Since we got since we got well, see, you wasn't even you, Michael, Liz, and Penelope wasn't here during this year. Um, so that's when because of our villainous, because we are bad, and villainous, we decided to call ourselves the Bad Villainous Bunch, and that's where it was born. Interesting. Like the way hmm, just what he thought it was. A perfect name, and that's what he thought it was. A perfect name for a bad group. I like the way how I like the way how he thought about it. Hmm. Now there was a time that I met Justin, but he was like, let's see, he was like a baby. He came into our door being this small, small, and there was like a message. There was like a note on him that says, "Please look after our beaver. Thank you." So that's what I did. And let me tell you, I mean, at first it was hard work, but I got used to it until he grew that fast. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, because I, I mean, I guess it was probably because of cartoon logic. I mean, because you never see him grow up this big. Well, I wouldn't say one thing. I would say one thing though. Oh, what a lovely day for the past. Oh, no. I mean, you can't blame me. I mean, there's no blaming on that. We didn't make this cartoon did. We didn't do this cartoon did. I mean, I guess. Or at least you thought. Or at least we thought. And you know what he did? But but yeah, that's what happened. And because of our villainous stuff, we became better, like ever it was. And you know what? I can't wait to share more of these memories. I can't wait to share more of these memories. I really, I really am because we don't know what the future will have for us. Hopefully, something good. Hmm. All right, you know what? We're going to end stream in just a moment. Okay, time to end stream. All right. Well, everyone, thanks so much for watching the Bad Villainous Bunch Show. And you know, and just hopefully soon. Hopefully soon that we will rebuild those moments in the past. Now to come and think of it, but now we gotta take care of something like, um, you know. And yeah, we'll see you next time on the Bad Villainous Bunch Show.